The sun is starting to shine again, and the grass hasn't been cut this year yet. I normally use a wee push lawnmower, which I think is a brilliant job, Bosch push lawnmower. But I was often sick with a very sore leg for a few months, and I just thought, well, if this is what it's going to be like when you get elderly, I could be doing with a wee cordless lawnmower, and I've seen this one here for sale. Now, I don't intend using this all the time. I just bought it. Now, my leg's not so bad, but I bought it because it was on the sale, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try, like. But I still prefer using the wee push one. But although it was on the sale, I don't think it was a big bargain. It was £75, I think it was. But by the time you count the price of the two batteries, £30 a battery, £60, and the charger, it's not cheap, like. But like anybody with Parkside tools already has the batteries and charger, so that's not so bad. But I think the only thing of this is 40 volt, and by right with lithium batteries, you should have a pair of same age batteries in it. If you've got a battery that's 2 years old and a brand new one, the voltage, amps and all that are slightly different. But for what I'm going to use it, I'm not going to buy a new battery. If I get one on the sale, I'll get one on the sale. Now, I have a Bluetooth battery. I think that'd be the Bluetooth one that's showing there. I have a Bluetooth one, the big one, and I have two ordinary ones. So we'll see what fits inside it. But we'll see recommended batteries. So 4 amps recommended. Not sure what mine's are. I think maybe the other ones are 2 amps. If it's, I'll just check what batteries I have. No, I'm not too sure going by that picture there. They're all 20 volts. That's the big Bluetooth one. I got that in a sale one time for £5. That was wrongly priced. What can I do about it, like? But I'd say that's probably about £40–50 that battery. These ones here, about £30 now. But that there is 40 watt hours. So 40 watt hours must be the 4 amps. But that battery looks like that, doesn't it? Compared to them. It's 4 amp hours. So it is recommending 2 of them. We'll see if that fits in. But there's not many people going to buy 2 of them there, like. So we'll get it opened up now and see what's inside it. The cutting collection bags, 50 litres, rotation, speed, cutting the height, 7 levels. That's the thing that sort of attracted me to it. You know, when you're getting elderly and all, and you don't have to be elderly. If you've got a sore leg and you can't walk or bend down, then something like that to adjust it. So that's why I bought it, because it's very hard bending down. So we'll see what it's like now to build up. Hopefully there's not much to it. It's a bit of a handle. It's got a good picture in the front. 3-year warranty, although Luna's barking at the neighbours now. I'm getting a delivery delay from Amazon. Supposed to come at 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, so I thought, well, I'll bolt this up while I'm waiting. I bought this over a month ago. Supposed to be in, don't attack the neighbours. Supposed to be in the warehouse clearance, like. But I don't think it's not much of a bargain. Well, there's no need to build up the grass bucket thing anyway. That's pretty good there, you know, because it's handy the way it folds up. See, it's quite big. We'll see how it works. Like, hey, you know what? There's no building up to it. Oh, you had to screw on a handle, spoke too soon. But that's it. That is handy there. We'll check that out in a minute. So, going to need 2 hands. Look out! Don't attack it. So, it's very simple. It's very, very simple. No need to build that up. It's got 2 wee holes in the side, and that just slots into it. But I need to lift it out of the box first. Need 2 hands to get it out of the box. Look out! Unbelievably simple to build up. So all I'm going to do is put these 2 at the same angle and tighten this screw up. And then I'll slot the thing on then, the top handle. Get it the same angle might be hard. If I didn't have a camera, you would just let one stay loose. I'll do like that. Oh, you know what? It doesn't slot in. I thought it slotted in. It just goes on to the side. The camera's all over the place here now. So it just goes on like that there. That is handy there. So that wee pack there must have the screws. That is so simple. 5-minute job there. Get the screws out of this pack here. I'll rip it up a little bit. It's all eco-friendly. No plastic bags, like. Don't know where that goes. There's the wee screws there, just pop in, dead handy there. Long black handle there's the grass box. One end's thin, one end's thick. So you put the thick end in there then, and you just give it a wee bit of a bend, and then that'll end up going. Need 2 hands, but that'll just bend slightly and push in. And then once you push it in, it ain't going to come back out again. Like so. That's that done, so that's handy enough. So the only thing I'm not quite understanding, I don't understand what this flap's for here. The instructions aren't too clear on what to do with that flap, because on here you've got this here, you see this spike that sticks up, and the problem with that spike sticking up there is it holds that flap up the way. It'll hold that flap sitting up if I just put it in, but so I need to check what that does there. It looks like it's hinged, but it's not really hinged. It's fixed. It's not hinged at all. That grass box there clips on here now. The wee clips go on there. So maybe once you put them clips in, it won't fold up as easy. Do you know what? It looks to me like that metal bit at the bottom should hinge through there. But unless this bracket pulls apart, you're not going to get it through there. They must have changed the design. That's one piece of metal there, you see. But you can see how it was designed. It could be Robin. You come in to help me with the gardening? I would normally only see you at Christmas. You coming out now for the spring? Linda loves robins. Well, you know what? It's not hinged the whole way, so it can clip on. So you have to, just looking at it there, you pull it. It's a stretching thing is here. You have to pull it and stretch it over. You need 2 hands. It is extremely difficult getting this on, because what happens, you pull one over, the other one goes underneath. You see where that's underneath? To get that over, the next one goes underneath. I'm using a screwdriver here, but it's very, very difficult. I would say 90% of people buying this lawnmower will not do this. So you need 2 hands, but you'd hold that on with your finger there and get a screwdriver to try and pull that out cornerwise. And then it's bad design. So I can do it with 2 hands, but you see, if you just push it on right, it's right underneath. That's one of them things. We get that one on, that one comes off, and you get that on, that one comes off, and back and forward. Wee Robin's back again. No, he likes the lawnmower. Might be looking for a wee nest place. So I'll finish this off now, but that is definitely hard there. That's hard. This is the bit I don't understand now. I need to swear they give me the wrong grass box, like. But this thing here's got this spike. What that spike's for, I do not know. This has got this bit here that sticks out. If that spike wasn't there, you think that goes on top of this, helps guide the grass in. This here is not hinged. It looks like a hinge, but it's not. The bottom's all solid. When you go to put that on, you see the problem I'm having here? Is it meant to go underneath? As far as I can see, it can't go on top. If you put it underneath, now I've held this up out of the way just so I can demonstrate this. If you were to put it underneath, we'll just see what it's like underneath. Is it possible to hook on the grass box? See, it's going to be awkward to hook on the grass box if you put it underneath. Because, as I say, she's not hinged. There's no photographs, there's no pictures in that to show you. So I'm not going to mess about with this now, I need to sort it out later. But I can't see it bent up like that. I can't see how that's going to work. But like, she's not hinged. The whole bottom is just set. You never buy nothing simple, do you? Like, there's always, like, why can't it not just sit on? I nearly swear it's the wrong grass box. I might just end up getting a saw and cut that off. But like, what's this all about here? What's that about there? But I was looking at the battery compartment. It will take 2 of the great big boys. This is spring loaded. So, we'll get 2 of these wee batteries in. So them big batteries will fit in. But I say it will cost you a fortune to do that. The wee batteries do my garden. My garden's not that big. So they do clip in. So, just thinking there, you'd nearly have room. So, thinking, could you have a spare pair? Anybody's already got them. So there'll be room to keep a spare set in there. So if you've already got 4 of these batteries, put 2 in, and then keep the other one spare. to higher and lower it. Oh, look at that, boys. That is nice there. That is a nice, look at that there. That's nice. That's why I bought it. So there, look. See. There's something all right here. It's cutting the grass. There's nothing coming out of that back chute. It's probably all piling up underneath. So, there's the hole. How does the grass get out of it? The grass not going to go up that way. How? Post folk will be saying as we're taking the batteries out. Look at that. This flap opens up here, does it? I don't know what's going on here. Must be a safety device. That there opens up there. So what does this do here? You pull that out, that's how it works. See that? You learn something new every day. So, why is that on? If you're not using a grass box, you put that on it. If you're using a grass box, that comes out. Why would they want to do that? Never seen that before. So that's why you can look at structures all day. Just get it going, I reckon. Now we'll see if there's any grass coming out. Look at that there now, we can see the light underneath. She should be shut right now. So to get her to go now, we have to push this in. Look at that, now we're cooking now. Look at that. So we'll put on a grass box now. We're getting somewhere now. So that's why the wee chute's there. The wee chute goes into that hole now. Now it makes sense. Why did they have to go and put that thing on there? Never seen that in a lawnmower before. Why would you want that? Why would you want grass not to come out? Now she's sliding in. Look at that. See, that was a headache trying to work that out there. So I'll keep that open now and you better see the grass going on. People will want to see this. It does feel like a big lawnmower. It doesn't feel like a wee toy. I'm just looking here. That is a battery, guys, telling you what each battery's doing. So originally I was saying you need to have two batteries the same age. Going by this, you mustn't have to. Because that's a battery bonnet for one battery and that's for the other. Don't know which is which right enough. So, but that's speed one I'm on cutting that. There's no problem cutting the speed one. I'm well impressed with that there. My garden's an L shape. Made it awkward for an electric lawnmower because the lead would never quite reach. Or I'd plug it into the hall or plug it in a wasp. Wasp, not a bumblebee, a wasp. Well, the size of it, a hornet, whatever you call them. Seen 3 ladybirds the other day. 3 ladybirds. Lots of bumblebees this year. But it's handy to check the grass box. It's holding a lot of grass. You just lift that up and you can see what the grass box is doing. So it is definitely going to hold a lot of grass. There's a wee handle at the back, you might tip it out. So I do like the grass box. I won't cut it any lower now for the first go, because the grass is very wet. But tell you what, you know, it is a big lawnmower. It's bigger than I thought. It's on speed 1. There's no problem cutting that. Now, this part of my garden is more moss than grass. But you see how long that stuff was there at the end there, like. I just noticed a new plant in my thing. I like nature. I let my grass grow wild around the sides. And that there is a big root there, found there. That's the root of a tree upside down. The idea when I got it was I was going to put a glass top on and put it in my living room. Can't even get in the door. It's massive, so I end up out in the garden. But you pay big money. See, if you're in London, you pay big money for root tabletops, you do. So I was always on the lookout for a glass tabletop you get in a patio set. You know, people always dump them for the council to pick up. And I could just chop a wee bit of the top off then, put on the smoked glass top. But I mean, a nice table even for outside. But it's there in the meantime, nowhere else to put it. Look at this here. Look, I've got look, I love wildness. I don't know what that wee species is. But we'll let them grow there. A wee bit of moss over there. But my pride and joy, what I've wanted for years. And it's over here. Look at this here. Look what I'm getting now. I am getting nettles. I've wanted nettles for years. People think, what do you want nettles for? Good sign of soil and off I met nettles, butterflies and all that. I was actually asking my brother one time, could I transplant nettles? And that outback grew wild there for years. I'm not too sure where I should cut it down in the winter time and the nettles come up, or else leave it. So ideally I would like to get that cut back a wee bit before the nettles came. But I'm not going to cut over the nettles. I love the wee nettles. I don't smell it now with COVID. Before COVID I used to love the smell of nettles after it rained. But a wee daisy coming up. He's going to lose his hair, but he'll come back again. Right, so we'll put up the speed 3 here now to we'll do this long stuff. Oh, she's flying now. Oh, she cut out there. She cut out. See. I said that, I could hire it up, like. Well, we'll test it right here. Now, the one thing I will say about cordless, whether it be a cordless lawnmower or cordless anything, each one of them batteries there is about £30. So you're chatting £60. I thought they were 20, you know. I was on yesterday, and maybe they were slightly bigger, but it's £30 on the shelf yesterday. So it was either 20 or £30 a battery. But each battery, that technology, you've got to remember that 500 charges in that there, and that battery will lose 20% of its power. And as it loses power, each time you use it, it gets less and less power. So if you cut your garden once a week, for 3 years, you're about the price of batteries. Like, you're going to have to replace your batteries. They won't be holding enough of power. So it's a lot more expensive to run than one-way electricity. You have to charge the batteries up, plus replace the batteries. A lot of ones don't count the cost of batteries. So I'll stop using my wee push more. I'll bring this out in times like this. If my leg gets way sore, I'll bring it out. Or the first cut of the year, when I want to trim back some of the longer stuff, I'll bring it out. But once it's down, my wee push lawnmower is handy, eco-friendly. I'll have them batteries for my power tools. But we'll get the big battery now. The big battery I'll fit on it. Where is it over here? I'll finish this lawn off with 2 hands properly. But these big boys here, I think they're a lot dearer, so they are. Bluetooth, I never used the Bluetooth in it. That's 8 amp hour battery there. But if you've got a great big garden, If you had a big garden, these would work better for a lawnmower. They're no good for power tools, far too heavy. If you got a cordless drill, far too heavy to hold, but it's no problem there on the lawnmower. So if you want a cordless lawnmower and you get them there, say about £40 each, then the extra weight wouldn't bother a lawnmower. But I don't like it on a drill. The only thing I really use that for there would be the pump for blowing up tyres or stuff like that. Too heavy for a drill. There's a lot of grass stuck underneath, but I say that's because she's wet. So that's what I like about the wee push lawnmower. Easier to clean. You don't have all this mess here in a push lawnmower. I hear a lot of buzzing. Is there a beehive near me? I sound like a swarm. What am I listening to? Don't see nothing. Sounds like a beehive. Sounds like 100 flies. Don't see nothing. Maybe somebody else's garden. In case I disturb something, Lena. So the inside's pretty easy to clean. There's not many nooks or crannies in it. It's all smooth. So that's pretty good there. That is pretty easy to clean. I don't know the idea of this. Why would you want that? Why would you want that? So this here goes in there and clicks. It actually clicks into place and leaves it blocked. Why would you want that? It must be a safety thing for Waynes. Stop Waynes putting their hands in. That's the only thing I can think of. So if a Wayne was playing with it, if a Wayne takes out your shed when you're not there, stops them putting their hand in to touch the blade. I've never seen that before, but before you actually do it, you have to release that. How did I release it the last time? If you push it from underneath, you'll probably end up cutting your finger off trying to release that, you know. But I'll not be using it anyway, because Luna's well behaved. You have to push that down like so to release it. If it was a bright orange or something stood out, it'd be easier to see. She's put together with wee screws and all there, metal plate. Wee bit of bad news, the batteries don't last very long at all. I came back after walking Luna, it's sort of getting dark now, and I went to run it. As soon as I turned it on, it was showing low battery. It went no time for the batteries on charger now anyway. But I'm about to dump this box here. People might want to know this here. It's a brushless motor, which I didn't know. Ideal for lawns up to 580 square meters. Brushless motor, extra long life due to less wear and tear. So brushless motors actually use less energy as well. Less friction and all, as far as I know. Powerful smooth running. The 3 speeds is 2900 RPM, 3100 and 3300. Automatic speed adjustment under load. Now, I'll tell you what I've done. I hit a lump of metal and she instantly stopped. Big dent in the blade already. Central 7-step cutting height adjustment. That's the bit that I like about it. Cut to the edge design for neat mowing close to the edge of your lawn. Battery slot with hinge protective cover. I think the cover's a bit awkward. Economic height. The handlebar is very long on it, so a short person might have problems with the handle. Collection bag with plastic cover. Full level indicator, so I haven't seen that activated yet. Robust housing with practical carrying handle, quick release folding. But the batteries did not last long. When I finished cutting it, it wasn't showing red, and yet when I went back to it, it was showing red on the gauge. So I have 2 battery chargers, both batteries are on charging. If you only had the 1 battery charger, that means you wouldn't really cut grass again for 2 hours. But in saying that, it's the first cut of the year, like, so maybe every other week could be a lot quicker. But it is handy not having a flex. So it shows you there putting in the batteries. Shows you there the handle falls over and you're not using it. And it's telling you there that no battery comes with it, I think. That's about it. But is it a bargain? It was £100, like 30% off. So I got it for £70. If you got it with £100 with the batteries in it, then I would call it more of a bargain. The fact the batteries aren't in it, it's £30 a battery, £60 plus charger. These are expensive. but then you have the option of putting them in the bigger batteries if you ever get them cheap. But it is easy to clean, smooth inside. Unbelievable this here. This is the day after the day before, and the batteries ran done yesterday, so I charged them up. It's very stolen batteries, and I thought I'll go over the garden again. We get all the grass and all lifted up. The wheel has just fallen off. I just left it. I left it. I was coming around the corner and the wheel scooted across here by itself. I hadn't even looked at it. There's the nut inside here at rattling. Whatever holds on the wheel is not holding on the wheel. Unbelievable there, boys. So I need to pull that wee cap off, see what's underneath. It's not a nut anyway, it's not a split pin. Must be one of them wee clips you push on tight. But you should have to put wheels on it. I think the handiest thing would be just get a screwdriver, bang that out, rather than poke it out. The lawnmower I normally use there, the wee Bosch, and there's the new one. And after cutting the grass once, the Bosch is far better. That thing is going to take a wide part of space in the shed. That takes up very little space. It's handy to pick up. I just throw it under the caravan like. Well, I'm going to find somewhere to keep this one. The wheels have never fell off that in 3 years. I've never sharpened it in 3 years. The thing about these wee push lawnmowers, if you hit something and it jams it, it doesn't damage it because it stops. Well, I like that there because it's spinning fast. Whenever you hit something, you end up getting that bend on the blade, which I did the other day. I bent the blade already. As you can see there, the blade's got a big bend on it. When you do hit something, she cuts out. Now you see this here now, so what I'm going to do here now, I'll knock this out. It's not coming out now, I'm going to, it's sort of coming out, sort of. Do I lose the wee clip? You shouldn't have to do this here with a new lawnmower. So there's the wee clip there, it wasn't holding on right. It's not coming off there now. So I just broke a bit of the plastic off that clip. That pushes on like so. So there's not much holding the wheels on. That's not very strong there. Just a wee simple clip holding on the wheels. Like I could put that on my finger. What's to say it's not going to fall off again? So I say I got it for £70. That's not going to stay on now, I've lost a clip. I got it for £70. If I didn't have a sore leg, I wouldn't have bought it. But other than that, it's nice to use. Like I love this. I love that. The wheels is nice and big. Goes over footpaths alright. Still goes under the bench. But for the battery life's not too good. The price of 2 batteries, price of a charger. Now I'll just stick to that wee one. My knee's not so bad now, so next time now I will use the wee one. Go and get something to eat now then, I reckon.